We have the full map pulled right over here. Think that is Kajudenn's pick first, or yeah. So Kajo picks ban order. So
And Kajodenn would like to ban first, meaning that he will ban, Rash will ban 2, and then he will do the last ban as well.
yes. So then Rash gets to pick whether he picks first or picks second.
And Rash has decided to pick first, I believe. So Kajodenn banning first, picking second, and Rash banning second, picking first.
DT1 first ban.
No!
We won't be seeing Hip Song
No
today.
hip song!
We did see it yesterday. Fortunately, we will not be seeing it today.
This is a song that Rash did really well on yesterday, so I'm not surprised by the ban. And next up, Rash has 2 bans. I'm expecting to see some sort of hidden ban, and probably some sort of free mod ban as well, if his bans yesterday were any indication. And we do see hidden 1, free mod 2.
Hidden 1, free mod 2. Rash did play Hidden 1 yesterday, and
it was a bit of a bloodbath.
It was, and I think he knows that his opponent is comfortable with that. HR2 banned from Kajo. HR2, we won't be seeing
the HR2 and the free mod 2 were both banned yesterday as well. So we're not going to be seeing small circles. Real shame.
We still have the Hidden 2 up, though, so...
And for the first pick, it will be No Mod 2.
No Mod 2.
Stream pick.
We're gonna right now we're just gonna wait for players to ready up. Kajodenn did go to the restroom, so we'll after, but yeah.
Short intermission before we head into the first map of this match. This is the shortest map, I believe, in the No Mod pool at slightly under 1,000 combo. Probably just picking into the shorter maps to get the early match nerves out of the way.
Absolutely. It is a whole bunch of streams, so if you have a tournament nerves, it might like cause you to just shake off. But it's not going to be like as rough as like a pure aim map, where it's just really easy for your nerves to
Now,
just
this
bleed
map
over.
does have some flow aim, but it's mostly a bunch of notes all smooshed together really closely. So this one has less of an aim requirement than some of the other maps in this pool.
Absolutely.
That's probably why it's one of the better maps to pick early. Star 5.
Alright. We'll be getting started soon. With the first map of the match. This map is 5.3 stars. It's one of the harder maps in this pool.
I believe it's the highest SR of this pool besides the tiebreaker.
Yes. Of course, that doesn't mean that it's the hardest map in the pool. There are definitely maps in this pool that are definitely higher than the star rating would suggest.
The Hidden 2, for example, on this map is absolutely brutal. But due to some circle stats, it's not rated high by the star rating system, but it has a kick to it.
Absolutely. Alright, we're gonna
There's the MP start command.
Getting right into it. All right. So we're getting started. Rash. Kajo with the first break, actually.
Chain miss. Probably just, again, getting those early turning nerves out of the way. Rash does trade it back in this opening section.
Both
Not to
players
worry.
definitely struggling a little with the act, but both are building combo pretty well. Scores are basically even.
Yeah, right now, the lead is slightly in favor of neither player, actually. They're neck and neck, almost even in act and combo.
I think it's just gonna be the matter of who like misses first.
And Rash
Oh.
actually dropping right there. Tapping too early, was it on that tempo?
Yeah, on the slow part here, just a little bit of that like rushing 20 nerves.
Kajodenn does break right there on one of the wiggle patterns, though. So that will give his opponent an opportunity to catch back up.
Absolutely.
And at the halfway point, Kajodenn with a misread, I believe.
It's gonna give Rash a good chance to catch back up.
both players break
he
right
missed
here.
is halfway through.
I think this is just an example of turning nerves. This map is fairly on the simpler side, but it's brutal with nerves.
Map is really close right now.
This is anyone's point.
There's only a 6k point lead.
And whoever breaks first is basically going to lose this map. And with
Yeah.
Kajodenn dropping right there and going into this final stream section,
Yeah, Rash has a pretty large combo. Kajodenn not able to keep it up. It's not looking great, but it's Rash's pick. Rash is going to take the first point at this rate.
yeah,
It's
and
not-
with that earlier 6k difference, all of a sudden growing to around 100k in this last quarter of the map. Absolutely close between the two until that very last section, and
Rash
think-
drawing a little smile.
that
He's
will
definitely
be
taking that point.
first point to Rash on his pick. How
Has
will
a-
Kajodenn respond to this? Probably some sort of
Hidden 2. Gonna try to snatch that momentum right back.
And as predicted, this one is coming out. Oh boy.
Oh boy.
I think that Kajodenn is definitely favored going into this map. He's by far the strongest hidden player in this tournament. And I don't think he's dropped a single point on hidden this entire tournament. So he's definitely really comfortable on hidden, and he's looking to prove himself right here.
It's going to be a matter of can he perform, because I feel like reading is not something you want to try to do with a lot of nerves.
Reading is not something you want to do sight reading either. And early break from Rash right there, actually. I think tapping too early on the reverse slider. I think
Right.
that this map will very, very likely be a okay, go next for Rash. He did struggle quite a bit on both of the hidden maps that he played yesterday, despite winning them over Pawn Snow.
Yeah. But the combos are even. It's just the act is not.
Yeah, Kajodenn has around a 10-point act lead right now. And it's looking to grow even more as we head into the more reading and 10 sections. Both players breaking on seemingly nothing right there, though.
I think if we took away the act, I think the scores would be basically dead even. And actually, Kajo with that break, there's a slight combo lead on the Rash's side.
This map is, what, 160 BPM, but it feels so much slower than that.
Yeah, but doesn't make that map any easier.
And I
Rash
think
finally
Rash
breaks, but
breaking by over-aiming one of those jumps. This is a bit of a break fest. Everyone's misreading and tapping too early.
right now Kajo has a combo lead and the act lead, but drops his combo lead.
Our head cooler viciously laughing in the corner right now. Players suffering is his delight.
Honestly, I expected this map to be a lot more one-sided than it is right now.
Yeah, I think both players are definitely still struggling from early match nerves. As this map winds down though, this is going to be a point to Kajodenn. Perhaps maybe by a smaller margin than he was hoping for, but a point is a point. We may have overcooked with this one.
Maybe. But it's a hidden 2, so... No one's...
It's true, this is the refrigerator round, and the refrigerator they got. So now that ties it up, 1-1, both players winning their first pick of this match. The pick does go back to Rash though, he'll get to decide where he wants to go from now.
A lot of options open for Rash. There's all the HRs, the Nomads.
Nomad 4,
Interesting.
actually. Second Nomad pick in a row, meaning that we get the mirror map. This map wasn't played yesterday either. I
It
believe.
wasn't.
So we're getting 3 new maps in a row. Seeing the Nomad 2, and then the Hidden 2, and now the Nomad 4. This one is pretty different from the Nomad 2 though. It's a lot longer, there's a lot more consistency involved, and it's a mirror map, so you best bet there's a lot of snapping involved.
Rash thinking about switching to Nomad 5.
Oh.
Oh.
Are we getting a switched pick? Are we going Nomad 5?
I'm going to see the switch. Yeah. Okay, so we
So
need
we'll
to
actually be seeing...
fix the yeah. But we'll be seeing the speed pick. 210 BPM burst.
This one is also really long. I believe it's over 2400 combo. And this is the introduction to our Nomad 5 from last week. So Swamp Witch, and then she's back, except we played them in the opposite order. This pick does make more sense though than the Nomad 4, considering that Rash did manage to take the other tapping pick in the Nomads, which was the Nomad 2. So the Nomad 5 is a pretty logical step forward from that.
And so we're seeing a bit of like Rash's strategy throughout this beginning, being like picking all the tapping. So it's be interesting to see his next pick. I'm expecting like a HR3.
HR3, definitely. He did well on that yesterday too.
Yeah.
Over 600, 600k I think.
Yeah.
Here we go.
We're likely to see it again, but that'll be after this pick. It's the speed. Right.
Early breaks and rough act from both players. No worry though, this map is very long. They have a lot of combo to play with.
Yeah. We're in like kind of nothing section. I'm not really starting to get into the burst, but we're going right into the first like long burst sections here. Rash, miss aim, so does Kajodenn.
I think Kajodenn just started on the wrong rhythm and just repeated maintenance that entire burst.
Yeah, but Kajo with the combo after that rat break from Rash. Actually, no, that was a banter break.
That was a banter break, yeah. That looks like a real break though, but Kajodenn does trade it.
Wait, no, it isn't.
Wait, what?
It's not a real break.
We're getting trolled.
Yeah.
We're getting swamp witched.
This is really early, but Rash still has that combo advantage.
However, he is being held back by around a 4-point act difference between the two of them. And again, on a really, really long map on Score V2, act's gonna make all the difference, especially when players struggle to hold combo. Surely that was a real break.
Was that a bancho break?
It does look like a real break.
It
this time
looks like a
around.
real break.
And that score difference is just staying right there. Both players refusing to give an inch. And Kajodenn is going to take the lead back, again, based off of his act advantage, which is now grown to be about 6 points.
And Rash finds another break. Kajodenn holding on. Rash just... Wait, that wasn't a real break, never mind. But still,
That was a roll.
Kajodenn now with the combo lead throughout this match. or nap.
Yeah, and that, what, like 2k difference from earlier is now around 40k as Kajodenn has continued to grow his combo to around 600. Just being able to hold around like 1000 combo on this map is huge. But there's just so much combo to play with on this map.
Yeah,
and
but
both players finding breaks on seemingly nothing.
I think it was just like an over aim on Kajodenn's and a miss aim on Rash. Not the section you would probably expect them to be breaking, but
The 1/3's there though.
yeah,
Catching Rash off guard.
just didn't hold it long enough for that slider.
So we're playing this right.
I don't think we are.
Yeah, no one unfamiliar with the 1/3, it seems. All of them are at least acquainted with this map. And heading into the last third of this map, Kajodenn in the lead by around 80k.
Oh,
And
the
Rash
finger
breaking
control
right
catches
there.
Rash. Just not able to slow down.
Kajodenn does finally break though.
But it's a really large lead at this point. 1/3 of the map left. Rash is going to need to hold on. Hope
And
for
Rash
no break.
doesn't have too much combo to respond with, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Only around a 50 combo advantage, especially at this point since he's at around a 7-point act deficit. He has work cut out for him if he wants to win this map. And he's going to need a terrible last quarter of the map from Kajodenn in order to have a chance at pulling this back.
That's not happening though. That Kajo's holding on.
And with
trying to
that
keep-
break right there, I'm pretty sure it seals it.
Yeah, it's gonna be Kajo's point unless that happens to be a Bancho miss and
Yeah.
Bancho desync.
Kajodenn just not letting up. Building up to over 500 combo once again. There's not too much to miss on in this last quarter, but I guess nerves is something to miss on. As
Both players finding places to miss.
it's on the aim section of the tapping map.
Very interesting places to miss. But it's definitely nerves here. I think Kajo hasn't enough of a lead. I don't think Rash will be able to take his point.
Yeah,
And that's going to
this-
be the first break point of this match.
This map was concluded around the 3/4 mark, just with Kajodenn holding on to an absolutely massive combo.
Same plays, but Kajo just be one to just have that insane play.
And being able to hold that like 600, almost 700 combo, not once but twice, definitely really helped his score. Especially since he had the act lead the entire map as well.
Oh, we're going
And-
into No Mod 6.
No mod 6, no hesitation.
No hesitation. We saw this yesterday. And I think
I believe Rash picked it into Pawn Snow and lost the map.
yes. I think Kajo has seen Rash's score from yesterday and thinks he can beat that, but maybe Rash has
Kajodenn has
Practice.
also been a gimmick enthusiast time and time again in this tournament as well. He's definitely more comfortable on the non-conventional maps, and he's not afraid to go into them. You would be a fool to approach this map without a bit of respect, though, because it can and will bite you.
Rash with the early lead after like Kajo just really struggling with the beginning.
Yeah, accuracies on both players have seen better days.
Yeah, and it's Rash with that huge act lead here.
Yeah, 16 points? No, not 16 points, 4 points. Really?
Both players similar combo, but Rash first to break.
And
Drop.
Kajodenn dropping like immediately afterwards into this slider section. Kind of a break fest here. No one really able to hold on to substantial combo.
Kajo over aim. Flash on the slider. No players get able to hold on combo. Rash finally able to get like 60. Takes a bit of the lead.
If we thought the hidden 2 was brutal, this is brutal.
Absolutely. The map is like a little bit lower AR, 8.4. So the reading is a bit of an issue on this map, but the tapping especially.
If this pick is any indication, though, the Fremont 1 might come out again, actually. And both players actually starting to build up their combo, and as I say that, Rash breaks. I love my job. And Kajodenn breaks as well.
Thank you, Renu, for caster cursing us again.
And that
Wait,
10k lead or so, it's
actually,
to being around 30.
Actually, that miss from Rash was a Bancho break,
I
apparently.
think that's a real break, though.
That was a real break. But that has given Rash a huge lead into this last quarter of the map.
Rash seeking redemption from yesterday, I suppose.
Yep.
And with Kajodenn dropping again, Rash does trade into this last tapping section, but I don't think there's enough map left. Neither player really has any combo to go off of.
Yeah, that huge combo from Rash in the middle is just kind of taking him through the end.
Let's go!
Go.
And Rash
Rash takes the break point back. Neither player taking their own pick this round.
So that's redemption for Rash from yesterday. And the second break point in a row. It's tied up, 2-2.
2-2. What does Kajo go into next? Kajo's
It's
not
Rash's pick.
oh, Rash, sorry.
Hard Rock 3, tapping map.
It is a tapping map. Could also go
Hard Rock 3.
I think Kajo has said that he's not as comfortable on HR. So
Out of all the mods, I believe that Kajodenn is less acquainted with Hard Rock, but still. He's Seed 1. He's gonna be good at every mod. This is probably the map that Rash is expected to perform fairly well on, though. If I recall correctly, he got like 500k on this map yesterday, something crazy like that.
It's pretty solid score. So let's see if he's going to be able to repeat that under 20 or under land pressures.
These players are kind of insane, to be honest. I would crack under this sort of pressure.
So would I, but we'll see how this goes. If there is no what is it?
In the case where there's not a bracket reset, you will be getting a team manager versus GA match.
Yep.
And I am going to get rolled on Hidden 2. Already accepted it.
Ban it out.
It's getting banned. Mod 6 and Hidden 2 are getting banned.
Okay.
I'm not playing those maps.
Okay, then we're not playing No Mod 2.
No! And we are going into the HR3. This is the tapping, streamy Hard Rock pick.
Actually, both HR picks are like kind of tapping heavy.
This map is not it's not OD10 though. That's the only reason this map is somewhat hackable. It's only OD 8.4, I believe. Still, on Score V2, it's brutal, and Kajodenn the first to drop on this map. On the early section, not a great indicator of what's to come.
Mm-hmm. I feel like
Rash
HR
with a pretty sizable lead though, off of Mac and the combo. This map is fairly short, it's only 2.5 minutes long. So any sort of break is going to be brutal, especially going into this first streamy section that's going to be coming up soon. Was that a Bancho break?
I feel like that was an actual break.
Oh.
Yeah, that was an actual break. Just looking at Kajo's screen, he doesn't have that high of a combo. It definitely was.
Yeah, we're going to be going into the first section with the bursts. Rash still hanging on to that FC. Pretty impressive accuracy too. Hard Rock.
On the other side, Kajo just chains 100s.
Not having that great of a time, but this Hard Rock map is not easy.
Definitely not.
You don't get into the Grandfinals pool by being an easy map. Unless you're a Nomad 1, I guess.
Although a Nomad 1 is 5.3 stars, which is definitely high for this range.
We've slowly turned up the star rating of the Grandfinals each year. Rash almost letting go of that Buzz Ladder too early, but does manage to save it.
And
holds on to his FC.
Meanwhile, Kajo just finds another break.
This map was over a long time ago. Rash
Finally.
over-aiming that jump, I believe.
Finally,
but that's not going to
finally.
matter. He's going to get around a 700k score unless he completely falls apart in this ending section.
Yeah, and even if he does fall apart completely on this ending section, it doesn't really matter. Kaiju can't come back from that huge combo that Rash built up. And it's just gonna be Rash's point.
Yep.
Smiley face.
I believe that this map had the potential to be close, but probably just due to nerves and the smaller HR circles. That is an absolutely crazy score, by the way. Almost 700k on a hard rock map.
It was actually an S rank. Actually didn't miss. It just a random slider break in the middle.
6 digits. Jeez. And Rash winning his point. Kajodenn is going to be able to decide what he wants to do. Win this back. Probably free mod
1.
And we get the free mod 1.
We did see this picked last week.
We saw this picked last night, and it was brutal.
It was brutal.
This map, I will stand by it. It is easier on hard rock. Everyone else disagrees with me, but this map is easier on hard rock. Just trust me, bro.
I actually do agree that it is a little bit easier on hard rock. Actually, like, just because, like, it is just overlap galore.
There's no way Sam Hidden Intel agrees with me that this map is easier on hard rock.
It's easier on HDHR.
The circles and the overlaps on this map, like the CS is so big, it's 2.7, and the overlaps and the perfect stacks just make it so tricky to read on Hidden.
Absolutely.
I wonder if we're going to be seeing Rash go Hidden again on this map, like he did yesterday, or maybe if he practiced it with Hard Rock last night, after seeing how it was a little brutal.
A little.
Very, very brutal.
But we'll have to see if they're going right into it. Oop.
And both players once more opting for the Hidden. If both players take Hidden, I believe that this map is very, very strongly Kajodenn favored.
Yes. However, HD2 was close, and that was like a pretty reading map.
Well, the HD2 wasn't really close. I think it was just more like... It was like 180k to 120k.
Oh yeah, but it was closer than we expected, and
Definitely.
early on, we actually do see Rash. I think has like looked into this map. It feels a lot
yesterday,
more
probably.
comfortable.
And he has already played this map in match before, so it could be that he's already gotten that sight read in match nerves out of the way.
Yeah.
The early, I think, chain miss from Kajodenn is what's holding him back right now, but with Rash breaking right there, it's going to give him opportunity to take this over. It's going to take a bit of work, though. He is at an act deficit.
Yeah, but those sliders are just really annoying to hit.
They're so brutal on Hidden.
Yeah. You kind of just have to treat them as just like regular circles and just hope to luck yourself into getting those slider ends.
Because they're so fast.
Yeah.
I don't think this was one of the maps that we intended to be super tricky, but in both matches that it was played in, both players really struggled on it.
But the match isn't
Definitely
really...
improving since yesterday,
Yeah,
though.
both players missing on that, like, stack pattern part.
Yeah, and at a third of the way into this map, it does seem like they're starting to settle down a little bit, learning the quick slider pattern. And the act difference has shrunk a bit.
Oh,
Kajodenn breaking
break
right
there.
though.
That's gonna
That's not
give
gonna
Rash.
help. With Rash breaking, though, the board has been reset, but that does favor the player in the lead.
And that is Rash. Oh, but that...
That break right there will give Kajodenn a really, really small 60 combo advantage, but his act is looking to improve.
Oh, but just Kajo not able to hit those slider patterns.
I think he's missed on that pattern 3 out of 3 times. Maybe he just didn't learn it correctly.
Yeah, if he's sight reading this map, it's... I mean, good luck. It's definitely not a one map you want to be sight reading.
Yeah, and at halfway through this map, again, really close. Kajodenn hitting that pattern for the first time in
And
this
Rash
map, I believe. Rash breaking on it
missing
instead.
that.
And again, this map is like at a 10k point difference right now. With Rash breaking right there, Kajodenn within a 150k, not 150k, 150 combo lead, it's gonna go over to him.
It's another slider pattern, but Rash is the one who misses, and that's gonna give Kajo a decent combo advantage.
Seems like Kajodenn has settled down a little bit.
Yep. And built up 300 combos throughout this, like, last half. Gonna be able to hold on as long as he doesn't miss, and it doesn't seem like he's missing anytime soon. Rash, the one to break.
Both players actually hitting that back and forth slider pattern.
It was looking dire for Kajo at the beginning, but I think he's managed to claw his way back.
And he is once again demonstrating that he is really comfortable on hidden. If I had to guess, the hidden one's probably coming out at some point.
Well, it
was as well.
It was banned, wasn't it?
Hidden one?
Was it?
The hidden 3 was banned. One of the hiddens was banned.
One of the hiddens was banned. Yeah, it was hidden one.
Oh,
Rash
man.
didn't have a good time on it yesterday.
I like that
so-
map.
Yeah, it's such a good map. But
I would ban it if I could.
it's definitely really difficult to read on hidden.
Yeah, awkward aim, like awkward snappy aim at 190 especially, is just so tricky on a sight read.
Yep. Alright.
And that is going to be Kajodenn's taking his 3rd point. Maybe a bit more of a shaky start than he was hoping for, but it didn't matter in the end because he was able to hold a massive combo into
And
that
it's-
second half.
It's 3-3. Rash's pick. I
Rash's
believe.
4th pick, yes. And if this continues, then
DT3.
DT3, okay. Anemone. I believe that his opponent picked this yesterday,
But
and he didn't win. DT1, DT4, and DT3 were played yesterday. And I remember he won DT4 and lost DT3.
yeah.
But
DT
again, he improved his Fremont 1 score a lot from yesterday. So it's very likely that this map was practiced. This map is so tricky as well. It leans heavily into tapping and finger control, which has been the pattern so far for his picks. And we are going to head in to our 7th map of the match.
7th map. A lot of these maps have been like either or. Like throughout like a lot of the maps.
Yeah, throughout almost every single map, at some point there was like 10k difference between the two players, and not at like the very beginning, obviously.
Yeah. It's just gonna be like who's able to hold on with all these other people watching behind their backs. Kajo breaking early. Actually not being able to hold on to a decent combo early. Meanwhile, Rash, I think, still with the FC. You go into the Ki.
Rash the first to drop in this Ki, however, he does have a bit of a lead over the earlier misses from Kajodenn.
Yeah.
Kajodenn finding repeated breaks in this section.
It's just, I think, just snapping a little off.
Yeah,
in between.
Kajodenn's aim so far today hasn't looked as stable as it usually looks.
Yeah.
It could be just the new arena setting, playing on another setup, messing with both players.
Rash almost double Kajo's score at this point. Fully doubled. As Rash continues to hold on to his combo. I think Kajo's trying to like hold on. and- Rash finally breaking there, but he's built up such a huge lead that
Yeah, and
it
Kajodenn just
happen.
doesn't really have the ACK or the combo to respond to that break.
Especially
and-
with that miss right there.
Yeah, with the finger control in this map being really brutal, it's such an agonizing BPM to play when you're not comfortable.
Gonna be Rash's pick, point.
And that
point.
will be, yes, 4th point
Fourth
to
point
Rash
to Rash.
on his pick. Really impressive score.
Okay.
400k.
400k on this map.
I don't think I can get 400k on this map.
Well, we'll see. We'll have to see, unless I decide to ban
How many bans do you think you have, buddy?
it. Well, I mean, Nomad 2 and DT3.
So you leave Nomad 5 open, right?
Yeah.
Alright, and
think...
that is Kajodenn's pick. Next, after this, we see
Nomad.
Dance in the Game.
Oh.
Both players leaning and really embracing this Nomad pool. We've seen half the picks so far be Nomad.
Yeah.
And both these players definitely seem to be alt enjoyers. We saw 2 alt warm-ups, and this map slaps.
Absolutely.
This map is kind of hard though.
This patterns are really difficult. This SR does not do the map difference.
No, the flow aim and snap aim requirement on this map are something you do not usually see star rating.
Another thing to mention is it is a little bit tricky to read, because like the patterns. All start.
Sorry, I believe one of the players left the lobby on I.
Yeah, sometimes you just hit the escape key out of habit. Oh, it looks like Kajodenn has a different skin for Nomad and DT, which is honestly a pretty like.
I know players have like DT skins with like less clutter, so it makes it easier to read.
Yeah, the fully like black and white like circle.
Oh,
with,
those
like,
are so
ideas.
sad and empty to play.
They
Though.
are, but
I like my visual clutter.
yeah, but it is easier
My visual
to
clutter.
read. Well,
Give me the 2x thickness cursor trail, please. Thank you.
long ass the ones that are like go for like 5 like notes. Zooty getting cursors. Alright, we're going right into it. Hopefully with the correct skin. Alright, go. Kajo, early lead.
Off of Ack. There's a bit of free combo at the beginning of this map, but we are entering the point where it gets tough, and both players finding breaks in this early section.
Yeah. So far, throughout this intro, it's been even. Kajo able to build a small act lead throughout the slow section. Of course. I think that's the only separating factor is just the act, which Kajo is slowly building back up from that intro.
Yeah, both players actually looking to raise their Ack around 2 points after leaving that intro Ack murder section.
But we're going to be entering the QI somewhat soon. Actually, there's still a bit.
Yeah. Got this part.
But
And here we go into the first Ki technically. The spacing here really opens up. So this becomes not only a tapping challenge, but also an aim challenge. We are 8 maps into this match though, so it does seem like both players have settled down a bit, especially in the nerves.
both players holding on. Combo gaming, but Rash first to break.
In this section, and Kajodenn dropping shortly afterwards, but Rash does respond with a break of his own, so that is a reset on the board. That will favor Kajodenn, who's in the lead by about 40k right now. No break after that PI though. They're going right into the second verse. This map just doesn't let off.
It does not. It's just... I guess like the slow sections are a little bit of a break, but it doesn't feel like a break. It's just that the TIs are just hard. They're just brutal in general.
And a lot of these notes look like they're close, but because they're slight sliders, the spacing just changes ever so slightly, and it's super easy to just be caught off guard.
Well, we see a break throughout this, like...
The piano break?
The piano break. It has some, like, tricky flow aim, and that attack is Rash.
First to break on this section. It does seem like Kajodenn is going to hold through.
Yeah.
And
with
there's
that,
like 100k difference between the two now. Looking
Yeah.
really good for Kajodenn on this pick. He's been in the lead basically this whole map though.
I think it's just a combination of 6% act and this last combo that he's holding on to is just gonna take him over.
Yes, like 500, 600k on this map would require like a 1200 combo or something. This map is just so hard.
And it doesn't let off. It's all gas, no brakes.
Fun. Sorry. And almost 450k from Kajodenn and almost 300k from Rash. Really great scores from both of them on such a challenging map.
It is 4-4.
Tied up again.
At this rate, it's looking like this match could go to tiebreaker. If Rash is able to find 3 points and Kajo is able to find 3 more.
It would be.
Oh,
If
2
both players
points.
are able to win their next 2 picks, then we will be going into tiebreaker and a potential bracket reset.
But we are getting into that stage of the match where a lot of the maps that are just inherently favored for themselves are just not available anymore.
And we see a no mod 4 pick.
The newspaper for magicians by Camellia.
So this map was baited earlier in this match, and now we're getting it for real. Let's go, newspapers for magicians, mirror map. Not really mirror though, because it's a reformed GD.
With that being picked, I think there's only like few maps that haven't been played so far throughout this match, and that would be like, or this like weekend, which would be like
Fremont 3 wasn't played yesterday.
Fremont 3, HR1, Fremont 2.
Fremont 2 isn't going to be seen though, because
Yeah.
they banned it,
Right,
unfortunately.
unfortunately, and
And HR2 won't be played either, because it was also banned.
yeah.
This is such a W song based pick. The map is a little painful, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, it for a tech map, it is pretty. I think, if I remember correctly, this map is a little tapping heavy.
It's also a mirror map, or a mirror set, so there's gonna be his signature snappy aim. And snappy tech usually results in a lot of dropped slider ends, so I'm expecting the accuracy on this map to be rough.
Most players just settling in at the beginning. It doesn't really get hard yet.
Yeah, we don't really see the first ramp up until the music starts speeding up. As you can hear it getting louder here, we're about to go into the first drop. And here we go.
Oh, Rash and Kajo breaking. Not what you want to see, but since both players break, they're not able to carry into that free combo from the intro. Rash actually, Ack is like pretty solid so far.
Yeah, both players still sitting with
97%.
what would be an S rank, I believe, because they both slider broke. And here is the Ki. This is the more tapping heavy section.
In terms of tech, this section isn't really what you
It's
would
not super
see.
techy, but it is pretty brutal for accuracy. Both players actually slightly hovering around the 95% mark.
Yeah, scores
Kajodenn
are
raising his act from earlier.
pretty even. I think it's just gonna be a matter of who breaks first.
And here is the techier section.
Oh,
And Rash missing on those triples.
but
And
Kajodenn
Kajodenn does
isn't
trade right back
after.
though. So this is still anyone's game. And
Right.
again, Rash finding, I think, just misreading those triples. That pattern is just so difficult to play.
Absolutely. And I think just Kajo being able to hit that pattern is just
Huge, because that pattern, it appears in every Ki.
oh, Rash misses again. Going
It's
into
just a misread going into this tech section. This section's not too hard to combo, but it's pretty difficult to not drop a lot of act by missing slider ends.
oh, both players hitting the space stream or the space.
This is the
triple.
rhythmy section of this map. The accuracy is definitely mirroring that.
Mash just doesn't aim far enough, and that's gonna be a huge point lead to Kajo.
Yeah, roughly 40k-ish going into the last third of this map. However, both players don't really have any combo, so if one player is able to just FC through the end of this map, that'll be really great for them.
I think Rash is going to need to FC this ending to take it, unless Kajo just has a breakdown.
30k is definitely comebackable.
It's definitely comebackable. It's definitely comebackable.
Kajodenn dropping quite a bit of accuracy right
That's
there.
gonna help Rash a lot, but
He needs a break from Kajodenn.
He needs a break.
And Kajodenn does give him the break, but he has to hang on.
It's do or die.
Kajodenn breaks again, but Rash does drop and trade him.
Yeah.
So there's around a quarter of the map left. Is there enough map for Rash to take this back? I think there is.
There should be, but they're entering like a little bit of a slow part. Never mind. Obviously,
It's just a repeat.
It's just a repeat, okay.
Of the earlier section. And yeah, that
Let's
score gap
go.
was just starting to shrink, but both players dropping once more. And that does just favor the player in the lead. This ending section is just so brutal. It's hard to hold your combo.
Yeah, but that's exactly what Rash needed to do, but
He is getting repeated breaks from his opponents, unfortunately, though.
He hits
does
the
hit
triple.
that pattern. Let's go.
he does hit the triple, and he is starting to build up a bit of combo.
It's so close. 20k going into this last section. He needs to hold on.
And I think Kajo needs to break.
Kajodenn needs to find one last break.
But is there a section to break on through this ending?
I don't think so.
That's
And
so close.
15k.
15k, just the difference.
If either player had missed
One
more time or one less time, I could have made all the difference on that map.
is Kajo's pick.
Really evenly matched up on both the AC and the combo. And Kajodenn is going to take the break point right there, looking to put himself up a match point on his pick.
Yeah. Mash is going to need to win the next 3 picks and then another match in order to take the entire tournament. It's not looking too great, but
Free mod 3, that was
Mod
a
3.
vicious enter on the keyboard right there.
3 months.
That was with malice. I believe this is the first time we're seeing the free mod 3.
I think this is. Yeah, we didn't see it at all yesterday.
I'll allow it.
I don't think we made a rule for HT.
I'll allow halftime easy at both players. AR2.
We're not gonna see DT. Kajo trying
easy.
to go HT easy.
With halftime easy, I believe this would be approximately AR3.
It would also be like 5 minutes.
Oh yeah, you want to just play this for tiebreaker instead?
Absolutely not.
For all the marbles.
For all the
Halftime
marbles,
easy.
halftime easy.
Both players once more opting for the hidden on this free mod pick. I think this map is slightly easier with hidden.
Yes, I think so too. Just because I think
The circle density isn't too bad, and it is AR 8.8, but the hard rock just makes the like snappy ulti pattern so much harder on this map.
absolutely. Both players doing pretty well on this intro. The SR is a little bit lower, so it's only 4.66.
Yeah, for the sake of the hard rock players, we do have to make the free mod maps a bit lower in the SR, so it doesn't get something ridiculous once hard rock is applied, and both players hitting the stacks. Going into this first techie slider section, Kajodenn the first to break, actually.
Ow, not what you want to see on your own pick, but Rash
Does
the
trade,
bag.
and with Kajodenn having a pretty sizable act advantage,
Yeah,
it looks
just-
good for him.
Just chain misses from Rash. Kind of bringing his score down, but Rash finds another break. Kajo with a slight lead so far. 40k
And-
point difference.
Yeah, at this first break, players will be able to see each other's scores.
This is not out of the range for Rash to come
No,
back.
this is definitely comebackable. If Kajodenn breaks right here, and Rash just finds a bit of a longer combo, this is definitely winnable. The caveat is, though,
but-
Kajodenn has to break, and he doesn't look like he wants to break.
Yeah.
Just brutally unrelenting after those earlier hiccups. It seems like he's warmed up.
Kajo hoping to avoid a bracket reset. And
Yeah, a bracket reset at this stage would just be brutal. You'd have to basically set everything aside and just start right over, play the entire match again.
and there's a lot of picks in this match that could have gone either way. So,
Kajodenn actually still with an S rank.
yeah.
The break earlier was a slider break. He is in a really good position though, going into this final PI. He has both the AC and the combo advantage, a very large combo advantage. And he's looking to round out his score around maybe 600k
But
if he can hold on, and
he doesn't.
I cursed it.
Yeah, but I think Rash is like a little bit too far behind.
He definitely does have quite a bit of combo. I just don't think there's enough map left to pull it over.
Nope.
Especially since he breaks right there.
And it's unfortunate for Rash. Kajo is gonna make this match go to match point, and Rash is going to need to win his next pick. And then
Rash is
Kajo-
going to have to win his next pick, his Kajodenn's next pick, and tiebreaker now at this point.
and tiebreaker just to bring it to bracket reset, which will be starting like pretty much right after.
If this match exceeds 7 p.m., which it's looking like it might at this point, and there is a bracket reset, then it'll just be played immediately.
Absolutely.
And another factor to consider, right, is that a lot of Rash's picks were really stamina and tapping focused, and after playing for a whole match, both players are likely really tired, and those stamina heavy tapping maps are going to be so much harder, especially a map like No Mod 5. I would not want to play that after playing a whole match.
Right. DT4 is Rash's last pick.
And let's go! Seashow! Banger! Alt DT map.
Rash is going to need to win this fight.
This could be potentially his last pick of the tournament. This is his last pick of the match.
It's his... If he doesn't win this, it's over. Yesterday, Rash did get like 350k.
Yeah, this map, the flow aim on it proved to be the main killer for both of the players that played this yesterday. And I'm expecting that it'll probably be the aim, not the tapping, that catches players off guard here if they were to miss. This map is one of the easier maps of the pool though, so I wouldn't be surprised if some really high scores showed up here. One thing about this map is that it's only CS3, so the density on it is a little brutal with the BPM. It does make the notes slightly easier to hit though, so the spacing isn't too brutal.
But I mean, these are like decently spaced notes. Even though like the circles are big, you are still covering a lot of space.
Seeing how the alt maps went though, it's kind of interesting to see Rash picking this into his opponent. Kajodenn the first to break though.
I think Rash has a read that Kajo is not as comfortable on DT.
Yeah, especially with that DT1 ban.
Yeah.
I think the DT1 ban was more of a offensive ban though, rather than a defensive ban, because both players are definitely capable of playing that map. I think Kajodenn just realized that his opponent was likely to get a really good score on that map, so he just banned it out rather than banning it because he couldn't play the map.
Scores are pretty close despite Rash's like small combo.
Yeah, a break 40 combo into this map probably won't matter, players are going to be breaking this flow section.
Yep. Or are they?
Surely.
Both players are still holding.
Both players actually holding through that first flow section. I guess I am a liar.
I think whoever breaks first is going to have a huge...
And Kajodenn actually the first to drop, keeping Ration absolutely huge. But into the second flow section, he has to be able to hold on through this flow section to be able to capitalize off of it.
He is. That's the thing. 600 combo and
Rash really soon approaching his score from yesterday. Good stuff from him.
right. Kajodenn does have a small ACK advantage, or a pretty decent ACK.
Pretty larger
is
ACK
actually
advantage.
big.
5 points on BT, especially score B2, is pretty big. But in order for him to take advantage of that ACK, he has to. His opponent has to break.
Yeah, yeah.
And his opponent having a bit of free combo to work with, but we are building up into the second Ki, and this one does last through the end of the map. So Rash looking to build his score, and Kajodenn actually building up his combo from the earlier break. Rash breaking right there in the section. Kajodenn has to hang on for quite a while. Rash breaking once more, giving Kajodenn an opportunity. Is there enough map though?
No.
I don't think, especially with Kajodenn breaking right there.
That break from Kajodenn is gonna be Rash. Rash holds on for one more map. And
that is absolutely crazy scores. Rash almost doubling his score from last night. And if Kajodenn had played Rash yesterday, he would have won that map.
Yeah, but unfortunately Rash today is just looking really good.
And that will take us to the last pick of this match.
What does Kajo pick? Does he go for Hidden 3 HR1?
If I had to guess, Hidden is the safest option here, but I want to see a Hard Rock one.
Yeah,
I want to see the map play.
I want to see the
CJ map.
This is God damn.
Kajodenn probably not wanting to risk the bracket reset. Going for
Kajo trolling his opponent, but honestly, Rash has looked pretty decent on Hidden.
Definitely performing better than expected so far.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, Hidden 3. Kajodenn looking out to close this match and this tournament with Hidden 3.
And
Rash looking to send this to TB. We have been in this exact score position before last year.
Kajo changing skin.
Leaving the lobby because he had the wrong skin on. Shaking my head. Not my seed one.
The skin.
If I had to guess, this map is probably Kajodenn favored. Seeing how both the tech map and the hidden maps have gone. But you never know. Anything could happen.
It is gonna be pretty easy to just accidentally misaim the flow patterns here.
Yeah, and this map is fairly long, 3.5 minutes. So players have quite a bit of combo to play with.
Most players breaking.
Finding early breaks.
Rash finding an additional one.
Yeah, this map is not easy. And Kajodenn breaking, both players actually breaking in the early intro section of this map. Not a great indicator of what's to come. Oh my.
Drops that huge reverse spider. It's just not looking too great. But Rash is in the lead. Just, I think, has that ACK advantage, which is very interesting to see.
Yeah, it's a very precarious lead though. Only a 3k difference.
Yeah, but Kajodenn just keeps finding breaks.
And Rash breaking as well. This map is brutal.
It is a brutal map.
I think that the HR1 would probably have been a higher scoring map, but it does not matter. A win is a win.
Are we going to see tiebreaker? I don't want to jinx it, but
There's a lot of this map left,
Yeah.
and it does seem like both players have started to stabilize. We do see the combos starting to go into the triple digits.
yeah, but Rash
And
finds
Rash
a
finding a
miss.
break in this build-up section. Kajodenn still hanging on, looking to pull the score over, and it's going to go over right there. Rash breaking
another
again in
break.
his Ki.
I think Kajo is just going to be able to build up a small lead, or a pretty decent lead here.
Yeah, if Kajo can hold throughout this Ki, it would be great, because the map does seem to calm down a bit into the version.
Rash finds another break on his last legs. Not what you want to be seeing. Kajo finally breaking, but that's a pretty solid lead at this point.
Yeah, and with Rash breaking like right around the same time, he just doesn't really have anything to respond with, combo-wise or act-wise, unfortunately.
That break again.
And around a 40k lead, halfway through the map, wouldn't seem like much, but on this map, 40k is a big difference.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what's worse, genuinely, the hidden 2 or the hidden 3.
Well, you're going to have to play one. If Rash is
Praying,
unable to-
rage,
but-
bracket reset.
But there's still a quarter of the map left. I think Rash is going to need Kajo to break.
He's gonna need Kajo to break, and he's gonna have to basically FC
I
the rest
think
of the
that
map.
break from Rash is going to end his run.
It is looking like quite a bit of an uphill battle, though, unfortunately.
Yeah, Kajo is just still holding on.
Yeah,
Just gonna-
unrelenting.
Just gonna deny Rash a bracket reset, and it's
Kajodenn has yet to drop a point on Hidden this entire tournament, and it seems like he doesn't want to let out right at the end.
finally finds that break. But
Yeah, the damage is done.
It's
80k.
80k when the scores are like 100k and 200k. And with like barely any map left, Kajo could just stop playing and he would win the entire tournament. I think it's over. Kajodenn,
And yeah, going into this last spinner, that is going to be it from this match.
good games to both players. Putting on a really
GGs.
close grand finals. It was just Kajo would just
And-
be able to just hold on a bit longer.
2 years
Winning.
in a row, we are going to see a 5-7 scoreline. Crazy stuff from both players. Except y'all scores were a lot better than mine. I got like 100k in all the maps.
Good game to both of y'all.
Good game to both of y'all. Congratulations, Kajodenn, for winning this tournament. Congratulations, Rash, on your pickles.
We did agree that whoever got second place was going to win pickles.
You can have the 3-month-old pickles from my refrigerator. Congratulations.
So pickles on fire.